Every day when you're walking down the street, some bullshit at your feet, just a different point of view. And I say, hey, it's a bullshit kind of day. No bullshit's going my way. Let's all get along with each other. Hello, boys and girls, and those who bounce in between. This is my part 2 of my look into this logical genius, this bastion of Western reasoning. No, Mr. No Bullshit here. This is his Patreon page. It says No Bullshit is creating humorous commentary videos. I don't know if this was meant to be like an anti-joke, but if so, bravo. That's a good anti-joke, because I have found absolutely zero humor in Mr. Bullshit's bullshit. He's got 144 patrons. That should scare you. That should say zero. That should really say zero people. Jesus Christ. 144 people think this guy's stuff is worth giving him money. So let's see the tiers here. This is like the front video he put up. Disney ruined Star Wars. Ooh. Once again, like, who cares? Get a fucking safe space, you fucking snowflake. Jesus Christ, it's Star Wars. I think the brand of Star Wars is gonna fucking survive a few crappy movies. I mean, after all, they survived the fucking holiday special. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's hilarious and I love it and I watch it every holiday season. They also survived the travesty of Episode 1. I mean, have I ever fucking told you the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, dude? It's not a tale that the Jedi would tell you. So anyway, let's look at the tiers. $1 a month gets you invites to a monthly live stream. Ooh, I would love to be in Bullshit's live stream. I wonder what he does. Just rant about like fucking femoids taking over Star Wars for 3 hours. $10 or more per month, it gets a producer's credit. Jesus Christ, dude. You would have to pay me $10 a month for my name to be put on one of your videos. Damn, dude. And then $20 or more per month. I hope literally nobody is paying this because that's just sad. If somebody out there is giving $20 a month to No Bullshit, dude, like, find a charity, find like the Humane Society or something. Save some puppies. Don't give your money to fucking No Bullshit. Oh my god. But you get exclusive access to his Skype for questions, suggestions, and chatting. And then for $100 or more per month, a personalized video request. I'll record a video just for you. Personalized video of your choice plus all previous rewards. Wouldn't it be funny if BreadTube collected like a fund? We could give this guy $100 a month. Tell him to make a video where he talks about his lie. Just go back to part 1 where I point out his lie about the fake drunk Nancy Pelosi video, and have him make a video where he points out just all the lies and inaccuracies and fake news he spread over the years, and apologize to the gay community and to all these SJWs, apologize to everybody, and just tell everybody how full of bullshit he is. Then I could go on his fucking Skype broadcast and just grill him with questions, scathing questions, suggestions that he probably abandoned the platform of YouTube entirely until he's read some books and chatting. I'm sure he would want to have a chat with me. We can chat about the struggles of being a chubby man in the 21st century. so that's a look at No Bullshit's fucking Patreon page. But like I promised in our last episode, we're gonna see what this chud has to say about my man Arthur, one of my favorite cartoons.
Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we finally turn to talking about the latest woke episode of the long-running Canadian children's television show called Arthur, which recently premiered their 22nd season by having a big progressive pro-social justice.
Whoa, did he say 27th season? 22nd, still, that's crazy, man. It's been a wild fucking ride for Arthur. You know, I kind of feel sorry for the poor Aardvark because he never went through puberty. The kid's been around 22 seasons. He's never once gotten, his voice is never broken. He's never gotten hairy, armpits or anything like that. The poor guy's just stuck perpetually in childhood. But hell, maybe that's a good thing. I mean, there's something to be said about the innocence of a child and the whimsy and wonder that comes with that, and you know to imply any kind of like nefarious adult world agenda being pushed from a cartoon as innocent as Arthur has been around as long as Arthur, it's kind of pathetic. Like, does No Bullshit really watch Arthur? Like I said last video, I haven't seen Arthur in a very, very long time. Ever since when I was like a kid. I don't know what age I stopped watching it. Probably like 12. But I guess Bullshit keeps watching it, and he's just uh he's pissed his pants with rage.
By having a big progressive pro-social justice warrior gay wedding as its ending. I guess we really shouldn't be surprised that this kind of left-wing liberal propaganda is coming out of Canada at this point, but still, it's
okay, and Canada is also the place, let I remind you, that gave us all the blessing. The good Dr. Jordan Peterson, whose logic and intellect is alone is propping up the West.
pretty interesting what kinds of messages this show is pushing on young children.
Like, gay people exist. Once again, these guys are the fucking same people that say that liberals don't live in reality and that they want to get in their safe space. Sometime I'm gonna do a look at that fucking South Park music video, the Safe Space song. It's so cringy. It's like, South Park, what the fuck are you doing? So, you have a cartoon that pushes back, has Mr. Ratburn getting gay married. Now, I mean, Bullshit seems to think like the Arthur episode is just telling children, hey kids, gay marriage is just awesome. You should go get gay married, and everyone should just be gay. That's not the point of the episode. The point of the episode during fucking Pride Month, need I remind you, is just showing kids that gay people exist and that they get married too. Welcome to 2019, you fucking chud snowflake. It's time to pull up your britches, your big boy pants, and grow some balls and accept that not everybody out there is a heterosexual and that public perceptions about that are changing. The fact that you feel so strongly about this suggests you might have some latent homosexual feelings that you might have repressed and have gone unquestioned and unprocessed for years, and it's just resulted in this kind of attack on a innocent cartoon with a little cartoon aardvark and little little cartoon animals. It's just pathetic. It's pretty pathetic.
Their self-proclaimed demographic is 4 to 8-year-olds after all. But we're not just here to talk about this woke Arthur episode today. We're also here to give a shout.
Once again, like, all these conservatives get all pissy about like kids being told like gay people exist. It's like, yeah, they're shown in Disney movies all the time. The prince saving the princess and kissing her at the end. So what the fuck is wrong with showing some kids, hey, maybe sometimes princesses save other princesses? I could do a look into one of my favorite anime of all time, Revolutionary Girl Utena. I can look into that. I think that's a really good show, and it's just people like No Bullshit would have a problem with that, and it's really pathetic. It's pathetic how much of a chud he is.
Shout out to the red-pilled state in the United States that decided to block this episode from airing. That would be the good old boys in the Southern American state of Alabama.
The good old boys in the Southern American state of Alabama, which, go back and look at my video Jim Crow and the Hammer and the Hoe, and you'll see just how horrible Alabama was culturally. That was in the 30s, but it's still the whole South, the whole deep South where I live is just this reactionary shithole, red pilled as the Matrix Pepe dorks fucking say. I don't know why they say red pill and black pill and honk pill. They need to just take the pill that makes them shut the fuck up.
And it's been a sweet home Alabama as of late too, as they've also decided to take a pretty radical stance on abortions.
Jesus Christ. So, for those of you who don't know, I'll do a video about this in the future, but Alabama has decided to go full Gilead and just restrict abortion for women in all cases. Rape, incest, it doesn't fucking matter. If you're a rapist in Alabama and you rape a lady and the lady goes and gets an abortion, she could wind up with a longer prison sentence than you if you raped her. It's a fucking disgusting system. It's an assault on women's freedom. It's a trend we're seeing across many red states with the intent of ultimately taking this issue to the Supreme Court, where that fucking rapist Brett Kavanaugh will probably vote to repeal Roe v. Wade. So, yeah, great job, fucking big-brained, red-pilled Alabamians who are dragging us back to the fucking Stone Age in terms of how we treat our women in this country. It's disgusting. I fucking hate the Deep South's political culture. I hate it. I hate these conservative red-pilled chuds who are just ruining our society and making life so hard for women and for gay people and for trans people and for leftists and just for anyone who doesn't meet their fucking conception of a good, clean American family.
This past week as well, which caused an even bigger controversy for them before. Their banning of abortions really sparked a big, larger debate on that topic too, and on states' rights in general. In my opinion,
you see what I mean? They're taking this to a states' rights debate, and it's gonna go to the Supreme Court, and they're gonna fucking repeal Roe v. Wade. This is why we need like a constitutionally enshrined amendment protecting women's rights in this country, and not just a Supreme Court decision. Because Supreme Court decisions can always be overturned if the court becomes packed with just conservative chuds like Brett Kavanaugh.
Opinion is, although I might not agree with this strict, almost 100% ban on abortions, I also believe each state has a right to make these kinds of laws local.
Does he believe states also have a right to slavery? I mean, this is the same fucking line of reasoning that led to the Civil War.
Locally, as they see fit. Let's not forget, radical liberal states have made some very progressive and much worse choices with their legislations before this.
Like what? Name some. Bullshit. Until then, shut the fuck up.
For example, California banned straws.
California banned straws. Gee, I wonder why. It's not like straws are made out of fucking plastic, which, if you look up some environmental studies, microplastics are all the fuck over the place in our oceans. Every single level of the water column in the ocean has just been polluted with these microplastics. They're congregating on the bottom of the ocean floor where fucking pelagic organisms are eating them and ingesting them, and it's killing them. So yeah, it's really fucking big deal. And California banning straws, I'm sure, is doing a great job in just helping curb the amount of microplastics going into our oceans. But big brain bullshit doesn't understand the subtleties of stuff like that. He just sees headlines like, stupid SJW libcucks in California ban plastic straws
from restaurants, while also decriminalizing the intentional spreading of HIV or AIDS. Meanwhile, other states like Oregon.
I don't know anything about this decriminalization of HIV/AIDS, but this sounds like hyperbolic as fuck, dude. I highly doubt California has made it legal for somebody to take their AIDS-ridden blood and then stick somebody with a syringe and deliberately infect them with HIV. Uh, I'll have to look more into that, but I don't believe anything this fucking chud says. Because, like I pointed out, my little Nancy Pelosi discrepancy, this guy's got a clear honesty problem.
In Massachusetts are littered with sanctuary cities, places that openly brag.
So here he's talking about being against sanctuary cities, cities that allow refugees and people seeking asylum from war-torn countries, economically unstable countries, countries which the US probably played a role in fucking up in the first place, come to our cities for help. And why the fuck shouldn't we? We have plenty of wealth. We're the wealthiest nation in the world. These people want to work. They want to get back up on their feet. They want to make a living. They want to feed their family. They want to just live like normal fucking people. So California having sanctuary cities and stuff, like, that's fine. I don't understand why Tennessee is so against having sanctuary cities. It's disgusting. We need to help our fellow man, not turn them away.
Brag and promote the fact that
And all these red states that want to turn away the immigrants, whatever happened to being a good Christian? You ever read the story of the good fucking Samaritan? Maybe you should open that a little hot muy caliente spicy hot pepper of a Bible story up and read that, you dumb fucks.
they don't follow federal laws and allow illegal aliens from all over the world to find safe havens in their harbors, where they often end up breaking more laws and causing more problems, by the way.
Show me the fucking stats of that, bro, because I've seen stats that immigrants cause less crime than native-born Americans. So put up or shut up, bullshit. I'm tired of your bullshit.
And what about all the states that still have marijuana criminalized? This is a perfect, harmless plant that's never killed anyone.
Okay, so he's pro-weed. Like, I don't get all these chuds. They're pro-weed, but they're like conservative on literally every other issue. Don't you think being against marijuana legalization carries with it implications about opposition to the drug war, opposition to the prison industrial complex, opposition to racial discrimination when it comes to law enforcement, opposition to racial discrimination in our judicial system? I mean, this carries a lot of like race-based political views in its implications. You have to be able to explain to me why you're against sanctuary cities and all this stuff for perceived crime, but you're for the legalization of pot, which Republicans everywhere bitch and moan, causes crime because it boosts the drug trade and it's like this gateway drug. So I mean, bullshit is just being a bullshit boy right now. He's trying to have his bullshit cake and eat it too. I don't know. He's gone way off the rails, though. I don't know what the fuck happened to Arthur. He's talking about abortion. He's talking about sanctuary cities. He's talking about Elon. He's got Elon Musk, and he's bringing the reefer into it. I don't know what I don't know what reefer this guy is smoking, but I want some of it because it's obvious he's just high and he's just rambling. He's just fucking ranting against the femoids. Uh,
And it can be used for thousands of things that help society too, only one of which is getting stoned, but...
So, I mean, would NoBullshit have any qualms with, like, immigrants coming in this country that, like, know how to farm and they just grow a shit ton of weed? I mean, would he have problems with that? I mean, it sounds like he would, but, it's, once again, I'm just pointing out just kind of how bullshit his views are.
It's still partially criminalized in most of the United States, and it's completely prohibited
because of chuds like you and who the fuck you vote for. You think Trump is gonna fucking decriminalize pot, you idiot? He made Jeff Sessions his fucking right-hand man for a while.
In places like Nebraska, South Dakota, and Idaho. So I better not hear anyone from those three states complain about Alabama trying to save the lives of unborn babies, while they themselves still send
trying to save the lives of unborn babies by making the lives of women miserable. So those babies can grow up to be Alabama women denied the freedom to do with their body what they want to. And it all goes back into this fucking racist conception that we're being outbred and the white race is declining and we can't have abortion because that'll stop the white babies from being born. I mean, it's all connected, folks. The racism issue, the white genocide issue, the abortion issue, the fucking Arthur issue. It's all tied into this weird reactionary chud philosophy.
Teens to jail and ruin their lives over just having a gram of kush. I think you guys get the point here.
I swear
Lots
to
of different
God,
states.
though, if he doesn't start talking about Arthur soon, like, I'll just end the video here because I'm not interested in hearing him fucking preach about why sanctuary cities are bad.
Have lots of different rules according to their local opinions and ways of life. And also, if some states are allowed to get radically leftist and allow things.
So I'm sure bullshit would be fine with a state just declaring itself like the People's Republic. Like we got the People's Republic of California, and they just decided to split off. I'm sure no bullshit would just be totally fine and dandy with that.
Like sanctuary cities, which are safe havens for criminals, and not to mention, some states like Virginia allow late-term abortions all the way up until a baby's born. Well, I think if we can go to that extreme on the left, then it's also okay for Alabama to go to the other extreme on the right.
What, like the fucking Kristallnacht? What is this guy talking about? He, like the other extreme on the right, what is that? Like the fucking brown shirts marching down the street, rounding the Jews up and putting them in trains? Jesus Christ. I swear to God, dude, start talking about Arthur or just shut the fuck up.
First, they outlawed abortions in a way their community saw fit. And now, back to today's story, they're also banning Arthur's new woke wedding episode because they don't want that kind of liberal propaganda indoctrinating their young children. So instead of straight up saying,
once again, it's not indoctrination, it's just showing kids like gay people exist. How the fuck is that indoctrination? Jesus Christ. I would say it would be more indoctrination not to have any gay people in Arthur because it's unrealistic. You know, gay people exist, snowflakes, get over it.
Alabama is a bunch of far-right, conservative, redneck monsters. I would like to offer this.
They kind of are. This is coming from a fellow Southerner. You know, the entire Deep South is just this reactionary shithole. There's a few holdout intellectual places. Some that come to my mind is like I want to say, well, Memphis. I mean, obviously, the town I live is pretty blue. And you have places like Austin, Texas, and stuff like that.
This alternative view that they just really care about conservative values. And more importantly, they also really care about their children and their future. As we've seen.
I think Charlottesville, North Carolina is also pretty progressive. You know, despite the horrible, you know, accident that, you know, despite there being very fine people on both sides, you know, it's got a pretty darn big progressive movement from what I understand. It's kind of a blue city in the middle of a red state. Sort of the same scenario that Memphis has.
With both of these stories, they're really doing this for the kids, whether about to be born or aborted, unfortunately, or also maybe the kids have been alive for a couple years and they're about to watch Arthur. Either way, Alabama cares, and there's something really right about that too. For more information on Alabama not airing this Arthur episode.
Alright, I've seen enough. This guy, he's not a real Arthur fan. He's a fucking faker. He's a chud. He's a chode. This guy doesn't know the little song that Mrs. McGrady would sing. I like fudge. I like fudge. If you ask me what I like, I say I like fudge. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what episode that's from. He doesn't know the episode that Arthur and DW pretended to like Grandma Thora's cookies even though they tasted like shit. He's not a real Arthur fan, dude. I'm the real Arthur fan here. Don't fucking challenge me. Don't fucking challenge me on my Arthur trivia because I will rock your fucking world, dude. I will rock you into the next galaxy. I am the Arthur master right here.